Alright, I literally have like zero time to get this started, so I'm just gonna go ahead and play it right now. Okay, well, this was a standard match I had a couple weeks back. I submitted this to Ninbuzz just because of how great it was, but then they turned me down and said that they had too much Pokemon material. So, anyways, let me go ahead and, I guess, get started. My opponent went for the Sleep Talk, predicting that I would go for the Sleep Powder, but I didn't. I just switched out, and now it's revealed that it's a lead Hariyama. I switched out expecting the Fake Out as well, because it's a lead, but, you know, it's got Guts going on. And despite having Guts, it actually doesn't do that much with Bullet Punch, so I figure, you know, I'm going to stay in. I'll try to take it out. If I have to Protect Stall, I will. So, now, I make a little bit of a misplay, well, after the burn damage here. I go for the Protect here, and what I should have done, after this point, I switch in my... Here we go. I switch in my Staraptor now, and I should have done that last turn, so I could get a sub, and then have it die, because it would have gone for the Bullet Punch to get quick damage, and after the Intimidate, I would have gotten a sub up safely, and then it would have died from burn damage. I would have had a sub up. I feel like I was rambling when I said that, but... Okay, the point is I would have had a sub up so I could safely hit this Jirachi, which I actually learned is Scarfed. But for now, I guess I just brought in Gengar to attempt to fodder out, and also scat out what kind of set it is. If it outspeeds me like it did just now, it does happen to be the Scarf set. So now that I learned that I'm dealing with Scarfrachi, and I absolutely hate these things, but since it's locked in on Thunder Punch, it's not doing shit damage, so hey. This is a special T-Tar set I'm running. It's mixed, so it's got like Superpower, Flamethrower, Ice Beam, and Crunch, I believe. So I go for the Flamethrower on Jirachi because super effective. Do I really need another reason? And then I learned it's a Psycho Shifter crest. So I'm like, oh great, we have a Psycho Shifting Cresselia and a Scarfrachi is the word I'm looking for. I'm like, can this team get any more fucking annoying? Like, I was honestly genuinely, like, irritated right now, but I figure I'll go for the Leaf Storm on this Cresselia and see how much damage I can do. But since I'm timid and I was a lead Roserade, I don't have the stopping power to take it out in one shot, so it's just gonna rest, get all its health back. And now I'm sitting on -2 spec attack, which, you know, sucks, and it gets to shift the sleep onto something else, and I'm not gonna stay in and Leaf Storm again, so just for shits. Okay. What happens next? Okay, so I switch out now into Staraptor. I guess going on the gamble that it would pick, when it would Sleep Talk, it would pick Rest. And I think the AC just came on again. I'm going to try to turn it off. Okay. So, switches in a Skarmory instead, and I decide I can't stay in for a Skarmory at all, so I'm gonna go out to my Azelf, and this thing actually subs, and I'm like, what? I've never seen a Skarmory sub, like, in ever. So, I go for a T-Bolt to break the sub, and that will break the sub easily, because Skarmory's Spec D is a lot worse than its defense, but it's still actually not that bad. Compared to other Pokemon. So it's actually Curse Skarmory, and I'm like, shit, it boosts the 2 stats that are actually, you know, decent on it. So I go for a Flamethrower just in case they want to switch into Ground type and try to predict. They're still going to do the same amount of damage because they are the same base power. They're not stab or anything. And it surprisingly lives, so it's got a little bit invested in Spec D, but it does go for the Brave Bird, and that will take me out after 1 Curse, which is, you know, kind of sucks, but I got a Skarmory out of it, so I can't really complain, but I'm not gonna lie when I say that Azelf would have been really useful in this match. So now, thanks to my own T-Tar, I am now bracing for the pain that is going to be the Sandstorm at the end of every turn. There's nothing I can do about it. And I over-predict here expecting a switch, because who the fuck keeps a Lapras in on a Roserade? Like, really? I mean, I know this was a blind double switch-in, but why the hell would you stay in? So, naturally, this thing gets a Dragon Dance. It's gonna take me out, and all the while I'm thinking, do your, like, balls chafe you at night when you go to sleep? Because I could not imagine having a set of stones that big to, you know, keep a fucking Lapras in on a Roserade. Unless it was Scarf, but it's not. It's a DD set, and now it got one DD in, and someone's Skyping me, and they're going to hear about it later, because that's not cool at all. Okay. So, I bring in Geets, just to get the Intimidate off on it, and hopefully, you know, I'll be... What? I was expecting faster by a little bit, but I guess I am faster. I don't really know what my thought process was there. I was hoping I could just get a sub if it was faster, live with enough health, and then take it out with a safe close combat. But because I'm faster, I know I can just take it out with the close combat in general. No big deal. It's fine. Oh, excuse me. So that's what I proceed to do. Take it out with a close combat so as not to overpredict, despite the fact that there's still a Jirachi and a Cresselia left on this team I do have to worry about. And this Dragon Dance Lapras is out of the way. No big deal. But, not really something I prepared to fight, but then again, that was not really a move I expected to happen. So, as I said, there is a Jirachi Cresselia. I think the last one is a Spiritomb. I don't really remember. We'll figure that out in a little bit. Anyway, they know I'm going to switch out because I don't want to take the Thunder Punch that I saw earlier. And they just go to Crest, and I'm like, fuck. But... Because now this Crest only has 3 moves, I think. So it goes for Sleep Talk. It has Rest, Sleep Talk, and Psycho Shit, because that's how every fucking Crest these days works. I fucking hate these things. Like, almost on the same caliber that I hate Ninjask. So, naturally I can't do shit to it, and because it did pick Rest on the last turn, I'm thinking, you know, if I can get Crunch on this turn and I can take it out, then great. But it does get the Psycho Shift. It doesn't miss. And now my #1 counter to Crest is asleep on this turn. All it gets to do is rest off the damage that it just did to me. So, fucking stupid, right? God damn it, I hate these things. So, now I'm asleep. And so's the opponent, but whatever, I don't give a shit. So, all I'm really going to do here, because I know this Crest doesn't have any attacking moves, I can just stay in and try to burn rest turns, I guess. And I see the Jirachi, and I'm thinking they're going to overpredict, so I go ahead and stay in on this next turn. And they go for the Ice Punch, probably expecting my Staraptor switch or something like that to dodge the U-turn. So I guess I predicted and then they overpredicted, but whatever. So I wake up and I use Flamethrower on the wrong thing because I totally didn't expect to wake up at all. But this Crest actually does outspeed me. It has EVs, I'm guessing, in what, HP and speed? I don't actually know. But it gets the shift again. So right when I wake up, I get put to fucking sleep again. I hate these banana heads. Ugh. Not much else I can say because the fucking Sandstorm is useless. I just wish that, you know, in Gen 6 or whatever they do, if it only reflects the major changes in health, like Sandstorm and Lefties are the same thing, so I just wish it would do like the final things like Toxic or whatever and just completely fucking skip everything. It's pointless. Completely pointless. So I guess I'm just gonna stay in here to try to burn some more rest turns off. Unfortunately, I don't wake up, but now that I know it's locked in an Ice Punch, I can go ahead and switch something else in, okay? I do go to Lucario, and I'm gonna attempt to try setting up to figure out what the last one is, because I think the Cresselia is still asleep, so I can go ahead and Swords Dance safely, but unfortunately they go to Spiritomb. And I only have one move that can hit it, and that's Ice Punch, because my close combat won't hurt it, the Extreme Speed won't hurt it, and Swords Dance can only be used to boost myself. So now that I've revealed what my last one is, I'm definitely going to want to get out of there and go to my T-Tar, potentially as fodder. We'll see what happens. Oh my god, excuse me. Okay. So, more Sandstorm shit. I'm not going to take any damage because I'm the one that caused it. And I wake up and I actually go for the Crunch, which is cool. I'm not going to get any critical hit or anything like that. But it does go for the HP rather than boosting, which, you know, that's actually really nice. So now I only have to deal with one Calm Mind as opposed to many. And they could have just burned me or whatever, but I would have died at the end of the turn from the burn, so it really was kind of pointless. So I guess it was good that I was at that low of a health. I don't know if that Spiritomb does pack Will-O-Wisp, but thinking about it, you know, that was a good play, I guess. So I go for the Brave Bird over the sub here because I do need to get some damage on this thing right away. And my little tiny bit of luck comes in the form of a very opportune crit right here, which I really needed, especially since if I'm ever to hope to take out that Cresselia, I'm gonna need some luck my way. And now that the last ones are two somewhat, well, Cresselia is just a fucking fat banana head that's bulky as shit, so I can't really do anything about that. But I know it's going to try to Psycho Shift, and I know I'm faster than it, so I'm going to go for the sub despite how dangerously close it gets to killing me off. But hey, now that I know it doesn't have any offensive moves, I get a free roost. Guaranteed. And if they were to switch out on this turn, then hey, you know, that'd be fine. But they just go for another rest so they can try to sleep something else that I have. Whatever, because that's what Cress operates on. I guess they figured that sleep was going to be more useful endgame than burn. So I do take this opportunity right now to go ahead and get another roost in. But I don't remember what they do here. Did they really try to go for another or Sleep Talk? Yeah, they do, and that's absolutely pointless because Psycho Shift does not go through sub at all. No matter what condition you're shifting, it won't go through the sub. So they realize that and go ahead and switch out. And they go to the Jirachi right now. I had no way of predicting when they were going to switch because, you know, they already shifted once and saw that it didn't work, so I don't know why they shifted again. But they switch now. I go for the Brave Bird instead of close combat. And they go for the Ice Punch over the Thunder Punch. Now, let me just say that if they went for the Thunder Punch, I would have lost. But now that they've locked themselves into Ice Punch, once I fodder out Geats here, I can actually go ahead and bring in Lucario safely, set up once, and then go from there. So it really did come down to what move was chosen at the end. But as I said, I'm just going to fodder out. I unfortunately won't take the hit because I think I lowered my defenses from that close combat last turn, I believe. And that's it for Geats anyway. So I got a Lucario, and I know I can take an Ice Punch as long as I don't get frozen. I can go ahead and Swords Dance, no big deal. So I do, and I think I try to go for an Extreme Speed on this turn. Yeah, I do, because I don't know how much damage it's gonna do, and you know, +2 doesn't hurt to try. So it barely fucking lives, and then it hits you with another Ice Punch. And I'm getting pretty low, and I don't know if I'm actually going to have enough power to take out Jirachi and Cresselia, especially since I have Life Orb going. The Sandstorm is going to help me out a little bit more with Cresselia because it'll nullify its leftovers, but it's not going to help me with Jirachi. It's not going to affect me at all. So I went for an Extreme Speed on the wrong thing. I have to be really careful right now because, well, I'm just going to boost right now and hope to the love of God that it doesn't, when it Sleep Talks, it doesn't pull the shift and it pulls the rest instead. Yes, that pretty much locked it. So I just go for the Ice Punch here. I don't know why I went for the Ice Punch. Thinking about it, after thinking about it, Extreme Speed is a higher power, and they both have the same effectiveness. So Extreme Speed would have been a more sure kill. But you know, whatever. I figured that would do the trick with +4 anyway, and it did. So that's great. And I go for the Extreme Speed on Jirachi, excuse me. And after Life Orb Recall, that brings me down to 2. And that is probably one of my closest games to date. So that was a great game, Camus. I really did want to upload this match for a while, but I submitted it to Ninbuzz. They said no, so I figured, you know, I'd bring it back here. And we'll just do it here on my home front. And that's it for now. I do plan on uploading this tomorrow. Today's Saturday. I'll probably upload on Sunday just because. And that's it. Stay tuned, guys.